I hope everyone is back. Great. All right. So what do employee want? I think after Victor Room's theory, you all have understood what employee want. If we have to say in a layman's language, we can say people want recognition, people want monetary rewards, people want non-monetary rewards, they want good culture in the company, they want good behavior. Okay, and they want to be involved in work. They want to have opportunities for advancement, right? So all this is what employee want. Now, the modern way of looking at compensation and benefit is what we call EVP. EVP stands for Employee Value Proposition. Employee Value Proposition. This term is now often used in place of compensation and benefit, and it is not just limited to, like we say, it is not limited to the salary that you are paying or the rewards, monetary rewards, etc., that you are giving, but it is much more than that. So let's try to understand what is employee value proposition. EVP means the overall value what an employee gets from an organization, overall experience of an employee about the organization. Now, this overall experience of an employee is very comprehensive statement, because when I say overall experience, what does it mean? The office infrastructure, the way employees talk to each other in the company, the way managers talk to employees, the way management talks to them, what are values of the company, what is the vision of the company, what is the external brand image of the company, what is the internal image of the company to the employees. All this is part of EVP, but we will try to understand EVP in more depth in the coming 1 or 2 slides. So there are 3 important aspects in EVP. One is your employment brand. What is employment brand? How you are seen as an employer. Okay, like you all know Walmart. Walmart have a great corporate brand. You know Walmart as the biggest retail company on earth. So it has great corporate brand. But does Walmart have the same employment brand? No. It does not have the same employment brand. Walmart's employment brand is much weaker than its corporate brand. In the corporate brand, it is known as the biggest company, one of the richest companies in terms of revenue that they make, profit that they make. But when it comes to employment, Walmart is not one of the best companies to work for, right? So it does not have a good employment brand. Company like Google, Apple, what they try to do, they try to get this balance of both a great corporate as well as a great employment brand. But a company like Amazon would focus much on the corporate brand rather than employment brand, because it also depends on the strategy that the organization is using. So many times they are not known for their employee friendly policies, but they are known for their good service and good quality of products or services in the market. So that's focusing more on the corporate rather than employment. But you have to care, you have to take care of your employment brand as well. You have to care about it as well, because otherwise people won't join you, right? A great example of balancing both is Tata in India. So Tata is known as a very strong corporate brand as well as very strong employment brand, right? So it is known as an employee friendly organization. A similar example is Toyota also, and similar example is your Southwest Airlines (SWA), strong corporate as well as strong employment brand. Okay, next is total rewards. Total rewards includes monetary as well as non-monetary benefits. People who have not attended CHRP class, they will know about it more in CHR. Okay. For now, you just need to know that it is a strong uh, focusing on both corporate as well as employment brand is important. And then you need to think about your total rewards, which means monetary as well as non-monetary rewards. Okay, now we are going to show you some EVP statements. Often companies, they create an image in front of employees through these EVP statements. So what I want is I want all of you to read all these statements, and one by one I want you to come up and tell which one is your favorite statement and why. So take 5 minutes, read all the statements, and then I want you to choose your favorite and explain why it is your favorite. Okay, I think let's start one by one. Let's discuss. So Maria Divina, which one is your favorite and why?
I like the PwC because it shows you that they value you as an employee and every employee, and they focus more and they take seriously on your career growth.
All right, yes, PwC, yes, good. Okay, we have Cassie now. Cassie, what do you think? Which one is yours?
Yeah, same as Maria, PwC. Because like the statements are different per individual, and the PwC statement spoke to me like that. So yeah, because the career is developing my career is important to me. That's why.
So
So
that's
like
for you, PwC again, huh?
yeah.
All right, so let's go to Laddie now.
For me, if you can go this one, the number one, the HubSpot. Because
Hubs.
if I believe in companies that are willing to invest in me, so that I will be motivated to stay. Because if a company is willing to invest in you, everything, it's a domino effect. Everything will follow. They will invest in your education. They will invest in your they will help you to grow because they believe in you. So I like companies who are willing to invest in with their employees.
Right, right, right. All right. So yes, now let's go to Neetu. Yes, Neetu.
I love, for me, L'Oreal's EVP statement because in that they're clearly specifying our role and how our attitude towards work and our attitude towards people. If these both combine together, then the amazing things can happen. So I love and I like L'Oreal statement.
Okay, great. L'Oreal State. Yes, Yatraj.
Sir, I like the Google one because
Hmm.
they matter the each and every things what you do because they are asked to do you the cool things that matter. So every individual has a potential to do, has the ability to do certain things which is not valued in every organization.
Yeah.
So that is the reason.
All right. Great. Yes, Edige, what is your?
For me, sir, also L'Oreal because I value how um, how people love their work, and if the people love their work, they will make amazing things happen.
Yes, yes. All right. So is it because you like L'Oreal products or
No, no,
it's
that's why, sir. I'm not a beauty product user that much, but this statement it made an impact to me.
great, 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 great. Okay, so yeah, Sienna, you're there.
Yeah, I would prefer the first one, EVP statement HubSpot, because in this it clearly specifies what the company is expecting from the employees, as well as the organization point of view where it stands during test of time.
All right, that's good. Okay, now Shafi.
I like it that Nike, we lead, we invent, we deliver, we use the power of the sports to move the world. They show the togetherness, not I or you. It's like a we. It's very inspiring.
Yeah, you like sports?
Yes, of course, yeah.
So that's why you definitely would like Nike.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, great. Okay. Yes. Who is next? N.
For me, is Yelp. We work hard through North Darts even harder and have a lot of fun. It means that for me is to motivate your employees or team to be as productive as soon as possible, without pushing them too far or stressing them out. It's like a happy place in the organization.
Yes, 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 true. So you would say for you
Yelp.
it's Yelp.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Akshay.
For me, L'Oreal as well. I think it's because, I mean, they have that culture. It shows that they have that culture where you work together, and then there's just a feeling of I don't know, togetherness and peace, because you're talking about you love the people you work with, which is very important to have a friendly work environment. I think it also talks a lot about their culture. So I think that stood out for me.
Great. Okay. Okay. So who is next? Sonia.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Sonia. Yes.
I agree with Akshay actually. I mentioned as Honeywell, but yes, I agreed with Akshay. L'Oreal has a good statement, and they believe in we, so and they can make the world better. So if your
Yeah.
individual performance is good, and definitely it will affect to your work,
Yeah.
and followed by company also. So that is beneficial for the company.
Yes.
So I agree with L'Oreal statement.
Great. Great. Okay. So next is Mohammed Hamouri. Yes.
Actually, I like HubSpot because they're trying to achieve their full potential no matter what. As they mentioned, a company that will stand the test of time. And regarding Google, I like that as well because they inclusively trying to cover everything in life. So you can find whatever on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yes. Yes. Great. So let's Kathy. Okay, she also likes L'Oreal. Tamur, you there? And yeah, Tamur.
Yes, Yogesh. For me, PwC, because there is career development opportunities, career growth. The most important is from empowering mentorship to customized coaching. So for me, this is the best.
Great. All right. Daria?
I like the Nike's one. I think it's powerful that they're making you feel like part of their community, and also it's very modern and relatable to today's world.
Yes, very good. True. Patricia? Honeywell. Okay. All right. So why we did this exercise, why I wanted everyone to speak about it for a moment, because it was very important for all of you to understand. Number one, you all are from one place in the world. Currently, we all are in Middle East. But you can see every individual have a different opinion or a different choice. Also it was in a hypothetical situation. You are not actually working in these organization, or you are not going to work in Google immediately, but yes, it tells that what motivates people. Different people are motivated by different commitments. EVP is a commitment that an organization is making to its employees. Like for example, a company like Yelp, they are saying we work hard, we throw nerves dart even harder, we have a lot of fun. Now, a person like me may not like this environment of Yelp. So, if you go deeper, you will find Yelp is a company where people often work 10, 12 hours a day, every day, maybe sometimes even more than that. And they work really hard, but also they have parties and all. So, I would be, I'm a person who do not believe in this kind of culture. I would be happy to work, in a 9-10 hour shift and then have some time to relax, sit alone and have 1 or 2 days off in a week. I don't want to go to any party. So that kind of culture, I maybe is not the right culture for me. And if an organization is upfront telling me that this is how we work, maybe it's not my cup of tea. But yes, maybe we may like Google, somebody may like Honeywell, somebody may like Nike, L'Oreal, Shopify. So what I want to tell you here is that people are motivated by different cultures, different type of EVP statements, not by all by same. And also it is not also gender based. Some I saw that a person, one of our male student is also saying Nike, a female student is also saying Nike. So it's not about gender. It's all, we all humans, we think differently, and we accept or do not accept certain kind of you know culture or certain kind of environment in the company based on our own personal choices, on our life's experiences, or multiple things, right? So when you are creating an EVP statement, why I'm telling you all this is because when you are creating an EVP statement, you shouldn't think about the type of people that you are attracting. You should think about your vision, mission, and what is important for you to achieve that vision and mission, so that you can attract the people who fit into that vision and mission. Rather than making a cool EVP statement to attract more and more, which some people may think that purpose of EVP statement is to do employer branding and write down a very cool statement so that people get attracted. No. The purpose of EVP statement is not to attract more job applicant. The purpose of EVP statement is to attract right job applicant, the right candidates who fit into your culture, right? That is the purpose. I hope now it is clear to everyone. So usually EVP is about multiple things, like the opportunities in the company, what kind of opportunities we have for our staff, what kind of people we have in the company, what is the quality of managers, co-workers, leadership. Now, I remember one of the organizations mentioning that we are a mindful organization. So what it tells you that this company is looking for people who are calm, kind of who have no problem sometimes sitting and 5-10 minutes doing a mindfulness exercise during the work, peaceful people, not angry, not shouting at each other, and they're expecting the similar environment in the company once they join, right? So it's the people, the kind of inner environment in the company, the culture, the organization's market position, that also is EVP. Very important part of EVP is the work itself. So what type of jobs you have? Do you have challenging jobs? Do you have jobs which help you to keep work-life balance? Like there will be some organizations which will straight away tell you upfront that we cannot have a work-life balance in this job, right? And then rewards. Rewards means which includes compensation, retirement benefits, vacation time, etc. So that is all is part of EVP. Monetary rewards, non-monetary rewards, they all are part of EVP. Now, even the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it tells us what type of rewards attract what level of people. So at the junior level, the beginners level, freshers level, it is more about the compensation and benefit. So you should focus more on the compensation of your people and benefits. So try to be competitive in the market. It's a very important aspect. You should understand it. You want to attract the right talent at the ground level. So you need to give good money. You need to give good salary and good benefits. Freshers will not join you for long-term career, their work-life balance, or their well-being. No. For freedom, no. Because they don't know about these things. Right now, what they know is money. I spent 1 million in my education. I have to recover that. So I should get the best job. Right? So they really, 1 million rupees, obviously, not dollars. So currently they are looking at compensation and benefits only. Their entire focus is on contractual obligations and what they receive. Mid-manager level, so people who are on middle management level, they look for long-term careers or their work-life balance. Well-being. Well-being here means not only work-life balance, but having the right mix of experience and family, time for family, quality work, all that. So shifts should be, limited, 9 hours, 8-hour shift, and then you should go and spend some time with your wife, with your kids, so that you can create a balance, right? Life cannot be work, work, and work. There should be a balance between two. So that is experiential, which is for mid-management level. Third is emotional. So once you are at the top level, so it's more about a purpose. You have earned some money now. You are in a safe zone. You have saved some money for your retirement, or maybe built a house already. Major expenses are taken care of, and now you want to just serve some kind of purpose. So if I'm working towards something, it should serve some purpose, maybe helping few people, helping a society, helping the world to be a better place, to create innovative product services which can help the world, etc., etc. So that is the purpose level. So we should know when we are setting rewards, we should know that different level of people in the hierarchy are at different levels. Hence, they need different rewards. You cannot motivate everyone with the same set of rewards, right? So like I gave you this example, we can broadly divide them into 3. If you want to divide further, you can do that. So ideally what you should do, you should create rewards based on the job bands or pay grades, which is a normal practice in every organization. Now the human resource framework HR philosophy can be divided into different types of philosophy within HR department, like a staffing philosophy, total rewards, training and development, labor, employee relation, etc. So now the total reward philosophy can be further divided into 3. What are these? Remuneration strategy, benefit strategy, and work experience strategy. What is remuneration strategy? Remuneration strategy means simply pay strategy. So there are 3 types of remuneration strategy you can choose from. One is lead the market. Naturally, it means pay more than the market. Second is lag the market. Which obviously means pay less than the market. And third is match the market. Lead the market when you pay more than the market, lag the market and match the market. Now, can you achieve success with any of the three? Yes, you can. But I think bigger question will be how we can pay less than the market and still attract the best talent from the market. So the answer to that question will be economies of scale. When you cannot match the market or when you cannot lead the market, you are paying lesser salary than the market, then you need to add something to your package rather than just salary. And obviously what you can add is maybe a better work experience and better benefits. If you provide better benefits and better work experience, you can play with the economies of scale. Many companies need this right now. They want to reduce the cost and still sustain in the market. So let me give an example. There is a company in UAE. It is a hospitality company. Let's say name is DH, and this is an international chain of hotels, let's say Hyatt or JW Marriott, etc. Okay, so these companies, multinational companies, are paying good salary, 10,000 dirham salary for this position, plus they are giving accommodation. Now, obviously DH Hotels or Dubai Hotels is a local chain, local owner. They cannot compete with Hyatt or JW, etc. So what they decided? They decided that we will pay less. We will pay 8,000 dirham. Cannot afford more than that. But along with 8,000 dirham, we will give a better accommodation. That will cost us much less, but we will provide a better accommodation. Plus, we will give 3 times food. Okay. Sorry, I just mixed this. Anyway, so this company is giving 8,000 dirham salary plus 3 times meal, and that other company is giving 10,000 dirham salary plus no meal, and other benefits also they are providing, like pick and drop at the airport, once a week drinks in the hotel, use of hotel beach, they allow them to use hotel beach, and etc., etc., other luxury benefits. Okay. Now, if you combine all of this, still this company is paying 8,500 dirham because they are giving more benefits, and let's say these companies they are paying 10,000 dirham. This is what is going from the company's end. Now, if you look at the employee, If the employee is getting 10,000 dirham, obviously he's not getting any meals. So in Dubai, if you have to eat 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day for 30 days, it won't be less than 100 dirham per day, isn't it? Minimum it will be 100 dirham per day if you have to make 3 meals. Plus, there is a big effort. If you have to cook your own meal, imagine what kind of effort you have to put. You went after the hotel, let's say your shift get over at 10 o'clock, you reach home 10:30, now you have to cook your dinner. It's a big deal, isn't it? You will just want to order a restaurant or something. So not only you are spending 2,000 to 3,000 dirham extra, but also you are eating unhealthy food. So your salary, which was 10,000, after reducing this 2,000 becomes 8 or even 7,000 after calculating all these expenses, plus some other expenses like they are giving pick and drop, beach access, and many other things. So in company A, you are receiving 8,500 in your account, whereas in company B, you are receiving 10,000 in your account, but eventually you will be able to send more money back home if you work in company A. Hence, even if you pay less than the market, you are having employee retention higher than these big brands. I know this company in UAE. I cannot share the name, but they are big competitor to these hotels, and they provide lesser salaries. Still, people join this company. Why? Because they play on economies of scale. They play on the benefits and the work experience. Okay. So this is what we can do always. So even like a startup, for example, even when I have experience of 2-3 startups. Recently, even my company, so I hired 3-4 people initially. All these were senior people or highly experienced people from big companies in UAE, experience of 20 years in big companies in UAE, established firms, and they joined my company. Why? Today when we discuss, they always say it was because of your vision, the kind of culture that you promised us, and then we can see that culture in the company. We can see that there is no pressure on us, and then we work like it's our business. You allow us to make decisions. There is no micromanagement in the company, and we learn and we grow. So it is, for me, as an entrepreneur, I cannot promise them more salaries than the market, but what I can promise them is more freedom at work. What I can promise them is uh, that they are like their own boss, right? I'm just a coach to them. They can take my help whenever they want, but it's their own goal, it's their own job. They have to achieve their targets, they have to plan for it, and they have to work as a team. So even I pay less than the market, still I may get good people because of the work experience that we are providing and the benefits that we are providing in the company. So that is how even with lag the market, you can actually have upper hand in the market. All right. I know a company in India. I don't know if you people are aware. It's called JCB. JCB is a big industrial equipment manufacturer in India. They are known for their generous pay packages. So they will pay 30% more than the market always. It is their strategy because they have a monopoly in the heavy equipment manufacturing in India. So they are the sole players. There are multiple players smaller than them, but they have the monopoly in the market, and they decide their own prices. They decide their own staff, etc., and their salaries are higher than the market. just because they want to attract the best talent from the market. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone when it comes to benefit. Example of benefits are, can you give some examples? Can you people share some examples of benefits that you can provide to your employees or future employees? What kind of benefits you can provide? Health insurance that's given by all. Yes, life insurance. True. So, Daria, when you are saying business expenses paid, what kind of business expenses you are referring to?
Like for example, in my company, we have our journalists going out and meeting clients and brands all the time, so they can expense their taxis, for example, or yeah, I mean, gas, taxis, parking, whenever it is relatable to their business and their job duties.
Yeah. So you should always, so you are talking about reimbursement, which should always be provided. But I think what you can also say is that some companies, they provide good benefits to their employees when it comes to these allowances, like travel allowances, etc. For example, in our company, I can give you one example from my experience. In one of our companies, we had a policy that all our employees, when they are visiting some city or some place outside hometown, everyone with everyone will fly. They will not use, obviously when the distance is far, right, and flight is available, then they will get a flight ticket to and fro from the company, and also they will stay in a 5-star hotel. All our competitors, no one was allowing people to stay in 5-star hotels and go by flight, but we were doing that. Now you may think that, oh, you were wasting a lot of money and that was not necessary, but I must tell you, our CEO was a very smart guy. So he said, Yogesh, you have to think carefully. How many people are actually going out and fly and stay in the hotels? How many? Like HR, operations, they will never go out of the town. They will only stay there. It is only international sales team. And the sales team which is local, they usually work in their region. So he said once in a year, when we are calling everyone, that's the time when we are investing that money, that everyone is coming by flight and everyone is staying in a 5-star hotel. And he said, don't worry, I will get you great deals in 5-star hotels, which will be cheaper, like 4-star, 3-star, because hundreds of people will come from different parts of India. So we'll get a very cheap deal. Don't worry. So it is just, we had a policy that all our employees will only stay in 5-star hotels. It was only there it was like a marketing tool for us, that see how much we care for our employees. We want you to travel by flight and stay in 5-star hotels. So we really care for you. Now, I'm not saying we were not caring for them, but what I'm saying was there was a smart decision, well calculated decision, that no one is going to, we are not going to have much expense here. Once in a year, once in a blue moon, if they are going, we should allow them, right? But in the market, we had a reputation that, this company, they are a luxury company. They have, not only their products are expensive, all their employees, because we published this policy, in front of our customers also. So all their employees travel in flights and they only stay in 5-star hotels. So they are a luxury brand. That's how it was strategic decision. It was not a decision which we took out of, okay, we have to lead the market. That's why, no. We thought about it strategically. So there, if you are smart enough, you can always find out some great benefits which are going to motivate your people, and you may not end up spending a lot of money there, like meals, for example, like the example which I gave to you. Right. Okay. So other examples could be educational support. Yes. Uh, like for example, in UAE, what you can have is, and some companies do that. Instead of giving big salary, they give accommodation, and accommodations they lease out, or they buy, or they take the entire building on lease, hundreds and hundreds of flats at a very cheap price, right? And then they pay lesser salaries to employees. So the same employee, when he is getting 9,000 dirham outside in the market, he goes out for a 1 BHK or a small flat. So he's spending 3,000, 4,000 there. So 9,000 minus 3,000, 6,000. But here you took some big building on lease somewhere outside Dubai, maybe Al Farzan, or this what we call Russell Khor, or some any other area. But there you are giving them not a small 1 BHK, you are giving them 2 BHK. So in fact, you are paying the similar price, but people are staying in 2 BHK, and then they are getting, at least they feel that they're more benefits than the market. So it's all about calculations and creating economies of scale for the company. Yes, some companies provide duty meals, true. Yeah, I think meals is something which always works in my experience. So, and it costs much less, but it works really well. In India, and what we simply did was we converted an area which was not utilized in the plant. We changed it to mess. Okay, it was at the top floor, and we said, okay, you can eat whatever you want, but you just pay the minimum, price. So it was a not profit, non for profit kind of arrangement. So you just have to make sure that the we don't want to generate any profit from this mess. So we are going to pay more than 50%. Employee is going to pay a small amount, and they should get quality food. So I remember our one meal in that restaurant was 1 dirham, and a good healthy meal which a CEO would come and sit and eat there. So all the general managers, vice presidents, everyone would come, go there and sit and take that 1 dirham meal, which was obviously very, very less cost, but it was high quality, you know. So what arrangement we did, that total the cost, actual cost for 500 people is 200 dirham, 2 dirham per meal, and 1 dirham company will pay, 1 dirham employee will pay. So it's like nothing. So you don't have to pay virtually anything, and you get very good food there. So that was a very well received, benefit that we started, and everyone appreciated HR department, and they said he is the first HR person who knows what people need, which is so obvious that everyone needs food. That is the first thing. So yeah, it works really well, believe me. And when people sit together, eat together, have fun together, that's a different feeling. Yeah. Okay. So these are some high level objectives of compensation and benefit. I want you to just go through this. We should always identify what are our total reward strategy. Yeah. So are we going to match the market, lag the market, or lead the market? If we are going to lag the market, then what additional benefits, what rewards we are going to provide? Also, when you are creating rewards, always look into the nationality, look into the education level, salary level, locations of your employees. These are some of the very important aspects which are sometimes missed by HR people, HR teams. So focus on nationality, education levels, locations, hierarchy, experience. All these things are important. See, why somebody is going to stay in the company for a long time? If you don't have any reward for their experience, if you don't reward them for spending more years in the company, what is going to motivate people to stay in the company for long years? So there has to be some kind of reward for people who are retained, who spend 10 years, 15 years, 20 years in the company, right? So that should be covered in your total reward strategy. We should make sure that we attract the right people in the company. Like I gave you many examples of EVP statements. So the purpose of these statements is to attract the right person, not attract everyone, but attract the right person from the market. Also retain. So yeah, we should be always mindful how much our competition is paying. We should know that. That's why you will find many companies, they keep on doing these salary surveys. They also look into the patterns in their industry, particular industry, Nielsen data, etc. They purchase all these reports so that they understand what is happening in the market and where we stand as far as market is concerned. To retain key talent, yes, to define the competitive market position, to define how the organization plans to pay and reward competitively based on the business conditions. Right. So, for example, even now, a few days back, someone was telling me about hospitality industry in UAE. So you know that because of COVID situation, mostly hospitality and aviation, they are badly hit. So someone was sharing that their hotel, they have taken a decision of reducing 50% salary across the board, which means everyone will get only 50% of the salary till December. So from April till December, everyone is getting 50% of the salary. The other hotel was an example where they did not reduce the salary of people. they kept 100% of the salary, but they reduced the manpower by 40%. Cost cutting. Now, this is a very interesting, discussion, and it's a very interesting thought process. Like, for example, let me ask you guys, what do you think? Which one you would prefer? Reducing the manpower by 40% and not reducing the salary? Option 1. Company A is doing that. They reduce the manpower by 40%, but salary is 100%. They are paying everyone 100% from the last 4 or 5 months till December. Company B, they have reduced the salary by 50%, but they have not cut any manpower. Which one is the right approach and why? Let me bring in front of you as a case study. So I want to hear it from you guys. What do you think, which is the right approach? Okay, so Edige is saying reducing the salary by 50%. Muhammad is also saying the same thing. Okay, reducing the salary. Okay, most of you are saying the same thing, reducing the salary, not terminate employee. Okay, so let's hear from team people who are saying B. Okay, like Lady is saying A, Daria is saying there is no right approach. It depends on the organization nature of the business. Okay, now we are talking about a hotel. They both are 5-star hotels. Both these are 5-star hotels. Okay, so who is saying reduce salary by 50%? I want to first hear their comments. Yeah, who are in the favor of reduce salary by 50%? Yes. So, like Muhammad is saying that people who are terminated, they will be jobless and there will be big dilemma for them. That's true. But anyone who is on some other side, like who have received a salary cut of 50%, someone in this group? Okay, so let me tell you what happened to Neetu is there. So Neetu, what is your take on this?
But I think it is okay because from considering from management side also, they didn't terminate anyone.
Yeah.
They reduced the salary across the board.
Yeah.
For everyone, they reduced the salary. But after that, from first 2 months, they reduced 50%. That from March to April, they reduced 50%, going back to normal. So we made it as 25%. Now last month, we again reduced that into 10%.
Right. Okay, that's good. All right, so now in the other side, other side of the coin was, in hotels, 5-star hotels, this person who was working in this hotel, the HR manager, he was discussing with me. And I was asking that, I was of the similar opinion that, okay, salary cut is fine, at least their jobs are saved, etc. And then he said, Yogesh, tell me one thing. He's a group head HR. He said, there is most of our people who are the ground staff, because at the senior level you have less people, 60% of your people are the ground staff, right? For example, the maintenance department, the service department, the kitchen department, most of these people are at the ground level, which do not have high salaries. So like he said, a plumber. So how much we are paying to a plumber? Around 1600 dirham plus accommodation plus food. That's the norm. Now what is his salary? He's getting from next 8 months, what salary he's getting? 800 dirham. So what this person is going to save in 800 dirham? And then he said many people actually left the company because of the same reason. So 800 dirham is something which you cannot even survive, and work is more. Work is more because you have to for the certain departments where you work is always there. Number of people are less now. People have been sent to holidays, so everyone is getting 3-month holidays. So what they're doing, they're sitting at home and not going anywhere, because now their salary is also not that much that they can go. Obviously flights are not there. So he said that we are suffering so much that now we are planning to cut the manpower by end of December. We are planning to cut the manpower because people, this is unsustainable. The kind of salaries that we are giving, people are not happy. They are always agitated and angry, and there are fights here and there and things like that. So like I agree with Daria, what she said, there cannot be absolute right or wrong situation here. It depends really on the situation of the company, the industry that you are in, and the kind of potential that you see. For example, I would be fine with 50% cuts if it is only till December. And I'm sure that after December, 100% salary will be there. But even if after December, if you ask me to again work on 50%, then that's a problem. Right? Also, there is a lot of stress within people, and there are companies which kind of are giving 100% salary. Maybe they have reduced the manpower, but at least they're giving 100%. So this is what again the head HR shared with me, that some of their key players changed the jobs because someone was paying 100%. So he said, in a way, if you ask me, this strategy have worked against us. We thought it is going to work really well for us because we are retaining people. But right now, finance, HR, the management, they all are seeing that it has become a big burden on us, because the management is always talking about reducing the losses as much as possible, and they cannot do it because they are not removing anyone in the company, and still people are disengaged. The culture is getting affected, right? So I mean, there are pros and cons, and the situation is such that we cannot say what is absolute right, what is absolute wrong. But yes, I would also agree that in long term, sustaining the employee is a better idea. Yeah, so that also is a solution. All right. So that's the importance of strategy, guys. You should have a clear strategy in place, where the strategy can guide you even in such rough times. So if you are a company which is known for taking care of its people in the adverse situation, then you have to stick to a decision like this, where you say 50% cut, salary cut. But if you are a company which is known for high-end luxury, or giving above the market and all that kind of strategy, for such company the only way is they have to cut the cost, isn't it? They cannot compromise on the service. They have to simply cut the cost. You have to do that. Okay, because that will not fit into your strategy, the second model. So remember this, nothing is absolutely right or wrong. It depends on the situation, it depends on the industry, it depends on the strategy. So rewards must be valued by the employee when you are designing a reward. Remember, you need to understand, like I said previously, you need to understand what is level of your people, what is their nationality, what is their salary, what is their location, etc. And make rewards which are valued by the people. So 17% people say that pay for performance is very successful. 72% say somewhat successful. 11% say it is not successful. So pay for performance is actually not something which I think in CHRP, if you have attended, we gave you an example from Harvard research, if you remember, guys. So if we think that by paying more, we can get more work out of people, that is not true. Okay. There are certain jobs where you can get more productivity, especially transactional jobs. If you pay more, you can get more productivity. But for creative jobs, if you pay more, that does not guarantee any kind of productivity. Rewards may not work if they are not designed properly, they are not funded, goal setting is faulty, and we have unrealistic, incorrect employee reward expectations. This is again a graph which shows us that historically compensation has been a weak driver of performance. You can see. So how to read this chart? First, look at the change in effort. So direct manager can improve the effort by 25%, which means if you improve direct manager, change the direct manager, the effort may get enhanced by 25%. Culture is 21%. Onboarding 20%. Senior executives leadership 17. Day-to-day work 17. Training 12. Compensation and benefit 7%. Now, this is the change in effort. You can see the highest change in effort happened because of the direct manager. And second is the culture. So it's not about the salary or compensation. It's about the culture and the manager. Now, if there is a change in effort by 25%, impact on performance is 8%, which means their performance increased by 8%. So what is the best way to enhance performance of your people? Give them great managers. Yeah. Second, give them great culture. A great onboarding program, induction, orientation, onboarding. A good leadership team and day-to-day work environment. So these are the areas which are much more powerful than just paying them more or planning to invest more in the rewards. So you should invest more on the management. You invest more in the culture. You invest in induction, orientation, onboarding. All right.
Baba, you read from notebook the full topic. I'll take up when you come back. Huh? You heard?
Okay, so I think the last topic in this is the job evaluation, which we already covered in CHRP. If you remember, we discussed these four: the ranking method, classification, point plan, and factor comparison. We discussed all the four, right? What is ranking, what is classification, what is point plan, what is factor comparison. This is already covered in detail. People who have not attended their CHRP, you will get it in detail. Okay, don't worry. So we are going to discuss compensable factors in your CHRP only. All right. So that is end of our total rewards in CHRM. You can see we discussed various theories. We discussed how rewards are not such great motivators. Instead of just focusing on the remuneration, we can focus really well on work experience strategy. We can focus on benefits, and we can focus on developing the managers in the company, culture of the company. So these are the things which are going to give us more productivity. We can focus on employee value propositions so that we attract the right people in the company and we can make them more productive. All right. So any questions so far from today's chapter? Any questions, guys? Hello? Okay, everything is clear, no question. Great, great. No, clear. Great, all right. Okay, I think that's it for today. How many of you are having extended holidays? I mean, enjoying planning for holidays. Yeah, yeah. Until Sunday, huh? Sunday is a holiday, or you guys are working? Back to work on Sunday, yeah? Working on Sunday. I'm having, so from my Friday today, I'm working. Now next Saturday, Sunday, I'm just relaxing for next 2 days. Yeah, it was a welcome break for most of you, isn't it? 3 days. Yes, yes. All right, great. Yeah, much needed, Daria, you're right. It is much needed. Okay, guys, so I hope things are getting back on track now in your industries, in your companies. Slowly, yeah, things are improving. So let's hope for the best. Take care, everyone, and see you next week now. Great. All right. Bye-bye. See you next week. Thank you. Thank you for being in the class. You all have lovely break or weekend, whatever is pending now. Take care. Bye-bye.